Today on ELN Morning.
Using tragedy to spark change. We talked to one student helping to raise awareness about hazing.
And piecing together an escape. How one ELN sophomore is using her weekends to bring freshmen closer together.
All that and more.
ELN Morning starts right now.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. Today is Thursday, September 27th. I'm Brian Ray.
And I'm Megan Lynn.
This week is National Hazing Prevention Week. Tonight in Alumni Gym, the parents of Timothy Piazza are speaking. Piazza, a Beta Theta Pi pledge at Penn State University, died as a result of hazing in February 2017. Hope Kuna, a member of Sparks and the coordinator of the event, was friends with Piazza in high school.
I think that the most dangerous thing for students, whether or not you're affiliated with Greek life, is not talking about hazing, because it becomes this taboo where if no one talks about it, then things can kind of go to those extreme measures and someone could die, which is so horrible, but it's a reality in this day and age.
Kuna says it's a coincidence that the event falls during the new member period for fraternities, but she expects there will be a large turnout. The Piazza speech will begin at 7 p.m. in Alumni Gym.
Following the unveiling of this year's homecoming artists, students are wrapping their heads around the fact they will see not one but 3 performers. The Student Union Board announced Tuesday Jesse McCartney, Sean Kingston, and Quinn 92 will be the lineup for the concert. A survey Sub did last spring shows students preferred to have one larger artist instead of a few smaller ones. But according to concert director of Sub, Colton Carteret, the $130,000 budget was not enough to pay for one larger performer. Carteret says the trio of performers was curated to include throwback artists with well-known songs.
When we're thinking about this year in particular, it's like a marquee, or how do we make a big impact and statement, and we thought this show was going to do that.
The homecoming concert will be the first concert held in the new Schar Center. As of Wednesday afternoon, Carteret said around 2,700 students reserved their tickets. Students can reserve tickets on Phoenix Connect for free until October 17th. Then tickets will cost $20.
You might drive by it and not think twice, but one place in Burlington is full of local history. Our Maya Eaglin has more.
In the quiet town of Burlington, North Carolina, Jeff Parsons spends his day with thousands of people.
I can tell you every day is different.
His days are full of history.
I never know what is going to happen.
But those thousands of people are underground.
I've been doing this for 30 years. I don't count, but it's probably close to about 6,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you talk about maybe the transition of mindset you've maybe had to take from the first grave you've dug or had to process to now?
This person's going down and I'm thinking, how in the world can they do that? You know, we're burying somebody. And then after about 5 or 6, I started looking at it more as a service.
As the cemetery superintendent, Parsons has provided his service to people like Walter Horner. He's lived in this town for 80 years.
Well, this is my son right over here. His name was Ronald Horner, and he died in 2012.
What was his personality like?
Well, when he was growing up, he loved to show off to everybody that came to the house.
For Parsons, each gravestone tells a story.
1814. 1814.
Some are harder to forget.
We had a coworker that was killed a year ago, and he was everybody's buddy. And we got a call one night, and the next day we came in, and he was gone. And he just, like, gone. And we buried him in one of our cemeteries, and we all took turns digging the grave, every one of us. It was tough. Here we are in the cemetery business every day, and I guess it really doesn't affect us. We sort of have a little bit of a shield on us. I asked one of my guys, "Aren't you afraid of dead people?" And he looked at him and he says, "I'm not afraid of dead people, it's the live ones I'm afraid of."
Maya Eaglin, Elon Local News.
Parsons said that when his time is finished at Pine Hill Cemetery, he wants to be remembered for providing service to his community. You can find the full story on our website.
Could you find your way out? After the break, I take you inside a puzzling challenge.
And later on, we have Latin pop artist Gina Chavez live in studio.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
A new activity on campus is puzzling students and bringing freshmen closer together. I went behind the scenes to see what it's all about.
We put you in a room and we're like, you have to find your way out.
While most college students are spending the weekend hanging out with their friends or studying in the library, Peyton Burns is hanging out with her younger cousin.
I mean, Jack's one of my best friends,
kind of the best.
So he definitely does not seem like a 14-year-old when you're hanging out with him.
Their family has always enjoyed bonding through escape rooms, a physical adventure game where players have to solve puzzles and riddles to escape the room.
23 minutes.
With just 1 hour to find their way out. Together, they've escaped 15 rooms,
This is it.
including 5 homemade ones in their own homes.
I would say I'm pretty much an expert.
Burns thought this would be a great bonding activity for freshmen at ELN and pitched the idea to Residence Life. Now she and her cousin Jack Barnett Mold are officially Res Life employees and spend every weekend running 2 escape rooms in Newman Lumen. The cousins sit in a makeshift control room down the hall and watch the action ensue from cameras placed in the room, as clues are searched for high and low, around the corner, in light and in dark.
That's actually my favorite part of this, is like watching people who have like never done escape rooms before get so excited when they figure something out. It's also kind of funny to watch people struggle because like I know the answers. So it's really funny when people come out here with like these crazy out of the box kind of ideas.
I got to see some of the action firsthand.
All right, ladies, are y'all excited?
Yeah. So excited.
All right, are we ready to go in?
Yes.
All right, let's get going.
Okay.
While the team didn't win, their RA Jewel Tillman was glad to see them work as a team.
It made me feel good, happy. It also made me feel like I wasn't alone. Like, they're very self-sufficient and they can do things, and I feel like that'll play out throughout the year if I have to depend on them to do things.
Burns says she's happy to give freshmen this experience.
It feels like we're like doing something that's like contributing to like creating a community at ELN.
From the Great Art Heist, Megan Lynn, ELN Morning. Right now, the escape rooms are only accessible for freshmen, but Burns says she hopes to expand this to upperclassmen. If freshmen are interested in going through an escape room, their RA can sign their floor up through Residence Life. This is not the fall weather I was asking for. I'm not about this rain.
I know. Luckily, our Maeve Ashbrook is live on Citrone Plaza with the weather. Maeve, what can you tell us?
Thank you so much, Megan and Brian. As you can see, we are live here on Citrone Plaza this morning, and it is lightly sprinkling. There is an 80% chance of rain today, and thunderstorms are in the forecast. Some of you might be wondering, though, will this rain spoil our fun during Parents' Weekend? Luckily, according to our Phoenix 5-day forecast, I can tell you it won't. There is a 50% chance of rain tomorrow, but after that, we are smooth sailing with highs around 80 and lows around 60. Monday should be sunny, and Tuesday we should see partly cloudy skies. But after that, we are smooth sailing into the weekend. That's all I have for you with our Phoenix 5-day forecast. Back to you, Megan and Brian.
Thanks, Maeve. All the way from Austin, Texas, Gina Chavez will be performing live in studio after the break.
We're going, we're going. Hello. Are y'all excited?
Hey.
Here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul.
Estimated time, 47 hours.
They will beg.
You're hungry? I'm happy to provide.
They will plead.
Deep fried butter on a stick.
But whatever you do, don't wimp out.
Now you're talking.
Make them buckle up.
He can't hurt.
Remember, safety first. Cheese curls second.
Are you orange?
Joining us in studio now is 9-time Austin Music Award winner and Latin pop artist Gina Chavez. Gina, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. We're really excited to be here.
Yeah, so you come all the way from Austin. So what are you doing here at ELN?
Well, that's a great question. No, honestly, we're here. We're touring a new EP called Lightbeam, and so we're touring the States, and we're getting to. We love meeting with young people, and so we're doing a little bit of workshopping right after this, actually, and then tonight we are going to melt faces with kind of the big version of our band. We're a little stripped down this morning, but we're just here to be with the students, be with the people here in ELN. So
yeah.
We're excited.
How does it feel having that new EP out?
Oh, it's great. You know, it's always like I think for a musician sometimes it's hard to hold back because you finish it and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to share it with the world, but you know you need to get promotion in place and all that kind of stuff. So it's really exciting to have this music out in the world now, and I'm actually releasing them as singles on Spotify and
awesome.
iTunes and stuff. So 3 of the 5 songs are already out.
Awesome.
So. Yeah.
And what will you be singing today?
So this is actually the title track of my new EP, and it's called Lightbeam.
All right, great. Before we let you sing us out, we just want to thank all of you for joining us this morning.
For all the stories and more, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
And follow us on social media at ELN News Network.
Have a great day, ELN. Gina, take it away.
Thanks. And we'll see y'all tonight.
In your light beam, caught up in this whole thing. Never mind what I need. I suffer with you, I am me. Everybody waiting. Never mind that I'm shaking. I suffer with you. I'll never settle for less than love, less than you, less than us. Stop for a minute when you're here's to looking at you. 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 Show me how you shine bright. I'll direct the spotlight. Tell my dreams hold tight. I suffer with